Hey Tamar, how you doing? I had a crazy afternoon, crazy evening, and I need to unwind. So that means gluing something. I never know what it's going to be. But I needed to make a couple of postcards for that new swap I'm starting to show examples to the group of what we're going to do. So I thought, oh well, we can make them together for a little while. Hi Sharon and Miss Elaine. How you doing, CJ? I'm just gluing. We're gluing. We're gluing. And we're tearing. Snowing. Oh my goodness. It was 80 degrees today. We never really did have winter. And it looks like we're not really going to have spring. Although it's supposed to rain tomorrow. But it's still supposed to be in the mid to high 70s. So I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. We had the air conditioner on yesterday because humidity started coming in because I guess because of the rain tomorrow. And it was just plain stinking hot. If you were out in the breeze, it was okay, but it was starting to get humid in the house. That uncomfortable, stuffy, steel kind of feel. So I guess I cleaned all the fan blades just in time. And then there's it's too long. I mean, I know I tell you long stories, but this one is too long. But we have a situation in our town that has to do with stray animals and the laws that either aren't on the books or aren't implemented. But anyway, so in the past, I would say 3, 4 months, it's become even a bigger problem. And we have an alley behind our home, and our dogs, they're running loose in our yard, fenced yard, but they go and come as they please. So these stray animals, and when I say stray, I mean it isn't like they're just wandering around and they don't have, a family. It's that their owners just let them run wild whenever they want to. So they go down the alley, and they get our dogs all riled up. If you have pets, if you have dogs, you know how that works. They just get all crazy. And so today, this little dog, he keeps coming. We know exactly where he lives. We followed him home. And he keeps coming over to our yard, in the alley behind our yard. And just keeps running back and forth, getting our dogs all messed up. Well, anyway, we have some bushes back there. And our Rottweiler went down underneath this bush to go along the fence. And somehow she managed to cut a big old gouge in her back with, I guess, a part of the bush, because there still aren't a lot of leaves. It's just the woody part, right? And it was pretty big. You could see, I mean, it wasn't down through all the layers. You weren't seeing muscle, but it was pretty far down. And and she was kind of whiny, and she's not really a big complainer, so she can handle a lot of pain, I think. And anyway, so we were concerned. So we call up the vet, and this was like, I guess, around 4 o'clock or so. And then they say, well, you can bring her in, but you better do it kind of quick because the last appointment, not appointment, but the last, yeah, I guess you call it appointment, the last person they're going to let in is going to be, stop taking names at 5 o'clock, in other words. So we have to get her the crate and put it in the truck and, do all that crazy stuff to get her over there. And so we go get that done, and they fix her all up and everything. And we had to get her meds and the blah, 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 blah. But when you go over there, it was kind of cool. They told us, just call from your car. Nobody's allowed inside of the waiting room. And check in with us when you get into the parking lot. Let us know you're there. We'll put you on the list. And then we'll call you when it's time to bring her in. So we did that. And now she's not hardly, I mean, she's never on a leash because she's just loose in the yard. And she's strong, she's like 120 pounds. I can't handle her. I mean, she pulls and she just about drags me. And I didn't want my husband going in there because he has a liver condition, and I really didn't want him going inside anywhere. I don't, I've been making him stay home. So there I am. He went in the car with me, but from the car in there I am, whoa, trying to get this Rottweiler in there, and oh my gosh. So anyway, we got through all that. They put her in some antibiotics and shaved around the wound and all that kind of good stuff. And so things like that don't usually stress me out, but for some reason, I guess because I had to take her in, I was afraid I was going to like let go of, anyway, and who knows? Who knows? But I felt all stressed out. But then I had some other things I had to do once I got home. So right now I go, I think I'm going to play. I need to de-stress. And so I'm here. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm just basically doing some the background for a possible, collage work on these postcards. And that's what I'm going to do. I worked on this one a little bit earlier. So I'll make a few. And I'm just using scraps that I have, little things that I don't think I'll use. Just things I printed out, like test prints and things like that. So I'm just ripping those up. I made this little envelope yesterday. I thought it was kind of cute, but I need more layers on it, of course, but it's just a nice little start. Maybe we can do something with that. So, what are you guys up to? I'll actually look up when I ask you. Oh, dear. Yeah, that was an ouchie. Yeah, Sharon, this is how we're going to do it. That's why I'm going to make some samples. And then when I do my video that shows how exactly we're going to do them, I'll show the samples, and then I'll probably make one also on the video. But this way I can show a variety of how they can look. And so basically, I'm going to have a size restriction because once we get them together, it's better if they're kind of sort of uniform, so that if we make a box or we make a journal or whatever it is we're going to do, whatever you decide to do, they fit nicely. So they can be as small as you want, but they cannot be any bigger than 6x4, and that's pretty much what these are. Maybe not. This is a little smaller, maybe than 6x4. Let me measure. I think this is smaller though. Okay, so this is 3 3/4. You can be 1/4 of an inch bigger this way. And this is 5 3/4. So you can add 1/4 of an inch all the way on two sides, and then that would be the maximum. Plus, if we start going any larger, then the postage might be different. It's going to defeat the whole purpose of why we're doing this, because we can't get out and about. But most of us have stamps, you know, and if we don't have, I'll show individuals that aren't familiar how to do it, how you can order postage stamps, online, and then they'll just come to you in the mail if you can't get out and you don't happen to have, postage stamps. So we'll be able to cover that. So just trying to get it organized. Oh, you are. You're playing with it. I know. I love that kit. I love that Asian kit. I think I'm going to make me another one. Well, because I'm putting the ones that I made, I'm putting them in my shop. But then I think I might make me one. Well, these are kind of cute. These are little, I don't know where they came from, little stickers. Little stickers. Oh, well, that's cool, Sharon. Now, I have a bunch of these cards. I forget what game it went to. And this is a good size, too. Yeah, it's perfect almost. And then I was doing some other stuff before, and I just put some paint on them. But that would be another consideration if you have different kinds of cards that come in games and stuff, because it gives a little nice thickness. It's not too thick, but it's not like just regular paper. I wonder what I can do with that one. It's kind of bright. I think it's too bright. I'll probably just end up covering it all, because that's a bit much. Oh, hi, Jennifer. Yeah, it's funny. Even though I'm putting those kits together, I'm actually having a lot of fun putting the journals together. And those crazy squirrels, they're still getting my marigolds. I'm very upset. I was going to go on my porch to put out some things to dry. And there I saw him. He's just sitting there in the pot going, digging stuff up in there. Well, I should say, I think he's hiding the nuts in there. He liked the fresh dirt. It was easy to, dig up. And he's sticking the nuts in there because in the backyard, there are pecans everywhere from our tree. And they're still, getting them and hiding them. Oh my gosh. What are you, a squirrel? Well, they're not eating them. They're just digging them up to put their nuts in there. Crazy guys. Crazy guys. So how many of you guys are gonna join in on the letter and postcard swap that I'm putting together, or have you heard about it? And if you haven't heard about it, why not? Hmm. I mean, it's not like it's a long-term commitment. You can do it once, and if you think, oh, that's not for me, you just don't do the next month. I know when we did that other one, which was the passport one, there was a few ladies there. They did every single month, and that was for a whole year. They came up with some cool journals with that too. Let me go get some. Um, I have some really beat up ledger pages. Let me go get some of those. I can tear some up. They're already torn up. Let's see. I didn't use them all, did I? Uh-oh. I know I have a bunch of ugly ones. All I can find are the pretty ones. Okay, this one's a mess. And it's just numbers. So that one's okay to tear up. So now the poor little doggy, she's on antibiotics. And she's a little dopey. I think she's on gabapentin also. But when they shaved her hair, around her wound, and it looked good thing we took her in. It was already looking kind of bad. We put right away some, hydrogen peroxide to clean it up. She was not happy about that. And then we put this antibiotic ointment that we had. And she was still fussing a lot. We go, well, they're going to be closed on Saturday, and then we're going to go all the way till Monday. And if she gets an infection, that's going to be bad. Oh, wow. Oh, Sharon, that far. Oh, my goodness. I know the things we do for our animals. Well, that came out a little too close. It looks like they're supposed to line up, but they're not supposed to. Well, Jennifer, it's a whole month, and if you don't want to do it within the group, maybe there's somebody else that would, like to do it like one-on-one, and that'd be less pressure. You could give each other more time. There was a couple of people actually, like 3 people, just since I posted the video, commented, "Oh, I think I would like to do that, but I live in Canada, and I'm not sure how much the postage would be for that." And then I told them, I have several in my group. They're in Canada, and you guys could swap with each other. It makes it a lot easier. That's what I did with a lot of my other swaps. I have different ones in Australia, and they swap with people there in Australia and New Zealand. So it's a lot more cost effective. Okay, well, these are coming out kind of cute. I kind of like them. Those are kind of cute. And I was thinking of this just being the background and doing something else, but I'm liking them just the way they are. We'll see. We'll see. All right, what else do I have I can glue on to? I thought I had another card like that. I just got started. I'm losing stuff. That sounds about right. Oh, here's some. Here we go. I knew I had some little thicker cardboard to play with. So, these are some of my my boiled paper's gone bad. So we'll start off with that and see which side looks better. I like that side better. Yay! I like that. I like that color. Your problem is what to write on the card. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put prompts. Like, for instance, I wrote here on this one, The information received from Dr. Jenkins has brought me to Corsica. I will let you know what I find. Serafina. So I'm going to put a little prompt. Maybe the prompt is going to be Corsica, and you got to write something about Corsica, whatever that is. It's real simple. It's not like all in depth. And then another prompt might be, she discovered, whatever, XYZ. Then you have to write a little something about the discovery of XYZ. That way there's some continuity to the storyline. When all these cards get together, no matter whoever your partner is, they're going to be writing about the same thing, but from their point of view. So there'll be a little storyline going on. So it isn't like you just got to think about something. You just kind of have to go with the flow of whatever the little prompt is for that particular card. Because I thought about that. I thought, well, somebody might write something like totally off the wall that has nothing to do with anything. It has to do with the story. And then someone's going to have all their cards and they're going to go, but what does it have to do, with the birds and the and the hummingbirds and the butterflies. So I thought, no, I think I better include a few little prompts so we can all be on the same page. And like you say, it makes it easier that way. Because if you have to think of everything, sometimes that's pressure. Sometimes that's pressure. I want those oval, whoops. I don't like straight lines. Alrighty. I hear the dogs barking out there already. Something's going on. Well, we had our first known case of the virus here in our town. Some lady that worked at Penny's contracted it. Oh, and it was so cool. All right. Obviously, I just posted the video yesterday, about the postcard thing and all that. And today in the mail, look what I got. Is this cool or what? It's a postcard. And look what's on there. A hummingbird. Hello. Be smart, make art. Isn't this adorable? This is from Valerie Kemp. I think this came out so cute. And so my husband goes, is that for that thing you're doing? And I go, no, I haven't even started it. This is all her own idea. That was cute. Let's see. Hey, Debbie. Well, of course you caught me. You're in lockdown over there, right? California's in lockdown. Oh, wait, I think I meant like that side. Uh-oh, which side do I like better? Huh, I'll do this. Yeah, my parents are out there north of San Diego. My dad's going stir crazy. He's he's always been really active, but now, he's had surgeries and different things, so he can't be like physically active, like working stuff in the yard like he did before, and that's what he used up all his energy in. So he he likes to do the shopping now. He likes to go and do the grocery shopping and stuff like that to keep him busy. And now my brothers won't let him go. No, we'll go get your groceries. You stay home. And he's like going bonkers. He says, "Yeah, the other day I went to the store to go get whatever it was, and I got in trouble. They got mad at me." And I go, "Yeah, what do you think you are? Invincible?" Over here, we're just basically self-imposed. The restaurants are all closed. They can't, most of the places where anyone can congregate, it's all closed up. So it's a little strange, but obviously very necessary. That looks a little too matchy matchy over there. Oh, I wipe my stuff down. I even watch, I mean, they say you don't have to, but I even wipe down any packages that come through the mailman. I don't know if the mailman has it and doesn't know that he has it, just doesn't have any symptoms. So I have a little chair outside. It's got a bottle with some water and bleach and some paper towels, and I go get my mail, wipe everything down. I have a trash can there. I open up my packages there. I throw the trash in the trash, and I only bring in my stuff after I've wiped it down. So if you're crazy, I'm crazy too. They say it only lives on there for X amount of time, but my mailman may have put it in there 10 minutes before and it lives longer than 10 minutes. So wipe, 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 wipe. I'd rather be crazy than sick. Still think this should go over here, but I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, Sharon, I've taken it to a whole new level. I got my trash can outside just for my mail. I have one out there on the porch. Okay, what else can I put here? I need some old, like, book pages. I got a little pile over here somewhere. Where's my little pile? Oh, here it is. It's right here. Yeah, I'll ruin your postcards. That's right. I'm gonna wipe those puppies down. You better not um you better not put anything that's water activated. No water soluble on mine. See, she has this one all like high glossy, so it was really easy to wipe down. That one was really easy. Let's see. Everybody. You can't even get mail. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, that's crazy. Well, that's why you wanted me to hold your stuff. Yeah, when I got your message, that's what I get for being quick in mailing. Well, see, for me, what I did I was gonna do this even before all this started, but I just, I was just procrastinating. I can get that word out. Um, but instead of going into the post office, I get my postage now online. So I don't even have to go into the post office. I get your order, I fill it out, I print out the stuff, I go through the drive up thing and throw them in the slots, and I'm done. I can do it any time of the day. I don't have to go a certain time. I don't have to deal with anybody. Only time I have to go is if I need to go international and I got to fill out that paper. But somebody told me I could even do that online too. So I haven't had to do that yet. So I'll check that out. And, for a package, if it's just an envelope, I don't have to do that. But so, so yeah. So as far as, getting things to you guys, it's super simple. I don't have to go to the post office, which is fantastico. And if I had a different situation, the way I have my yard set up and my dogs and fences, I can't just call it in and have him pick it up because there's no way he can get inside because it's locked. So otherwise, I could just put in a phone call and they would, pick the stuff up even here. But me just having to go down and throw it in the slots, no big deal. It breaks up my stir crazy day. Just stay in the car, go, put it in, come home. Well, I seen people to post it when I go there. There's cars. People are in there. I don't know if they're just going to their mailbox to get stuff, or if they're actually, in line. But I'm not getting in there. I like you guys, but not that much. Not that much. So I think maybe I'll throw a little napkin in there, see what that looks like. Hmm. Our packages are being returned to senders, so uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I will keep an eye out for that. Hey, Michelle. We're just passing some time together. We're unwinding. I'm gluing. What's new? And so if you use a cardboard like this to decorate the front, and then in the files in the group, I'm going to, I forget I've already put them in there, but they'll be in there. There'll be some templates like that. So if you cut them out the same size as the template, then you can glue this back here. So you'll have a cool little postcard in the front where you write something and put the address and then the decorated part on the other side. So I'm going to, try and give you as many tools to make this painless and fun all at the same time. It seems like the time is going so slow to do this crazy fish caboodle. I want to start playing with it with you guys. I might have to step it up a week. Maybe we'll do it Wednesday instead of the following Wednesday. We'll catch all you guys off guard. Because I'm ready to caboodle, people. I don't know about you guys. I'm thirsty. Okie dokie. What should I put? Oh, some little pieces right there. All right, let's put something else. I didn't bring anything else. I can't put anything else. I didn't bring anything else. Alrighty. Now we just need see, I think I could be wrong, but I think that the peacocks know where the hummingbirds and the butterflies sleep. It's just a feeling I have. I don't have any proof, but you know how you get those feelings. Now I have no proof. It's just a feeling I have. Uh-oh, I put it up too high and I'm going to cut off half his head. Oh my goodness. Oh well. Okay, we're getting there. See how fast it goes? And you don't really have to think about it. You just glue. And that's if you want to glue and do napkins. You can paint, you can draw, you can do a combination of all the above. It's really whatever you want to do. Okay, so maybe we should work some more on this envelope. And so the way that we're going to mail these, so we know who is receiving it, like who's sending it, we're gonna have it to whoever it is, whether it's Seraphina or to Lyra, and then it's in care of, and it will be the address of our swap partner. But that way, it looks a little more authentic that it's going to her. I've been thinking of all of the possibilities, what we should do, how to do it. I'm looking out for you guys. Well, no, stamps. Always visualize too where your stamp's going to go. So you don't want to put all your pretty stuff there. Let's put that down first. That might be enough because then you're going to put the stamp and it's going to be stamped. You know, the post office is offering some decoration too when they stamp it. Uh-oh. Oh, and that's one of those stamps that I got. Remember the other night we were talking about those stamps? Okay, that looks kind of cute. Jennifer, what are we talking about? What sounds fun? This sounds fun. This isn't a kit, if that's what you're talking about. I may have missed something because you know me, I don't read everything. Okay. Now I have these. These are watercolor that I put down some kind of ink on them. Some project I was going to do and I never did. I wonder what I could do with these. Add more blue to it. Maybe I just need to add more blue. Let me see. Because see, if I put light colors on there, you're not going to see it anyway because it's so dark. Let's try it and see what happens. I can always paint over it later if it does not work. Oh, you're talking about the fish one. I see what you're saying. Let's see how that one turns out. Oh, it doesn't look so bad. That doesn't look so bad. Yeah, Jennifer, I figured that one out. I thought, what is she talking about? Yeah, funky fish, funky fish. I gotcha. Hmm. Let's see. I'll put a little bit of the blue on the corners, and we'll just call that one done for now until I get inspired to do something else to it. That came out kind of dramatic with those dark colors. I've got this little book of stickers, except they're glossy. I don't like that. Not for this anyway. Unless I put a coat of something glossy over it, then it's all glossy. I'm not sure. That dark one might look good on there. That one has some blue in it. That might like go. Huh. They're just letters. So, kind of like that one. Oh, that one too. Got the blues. I was looking at that so much I didn't even see that one. This has more of a vintage look to it. I think I'll put this one somewhere. Uh-oh, Miss Heidi got here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think she wants to see anybody gluing down napkins. Yeah, I joked with my mom. My mom, she kind of sticks really close to home. And so I joked with her the other day, she was asking, I said, I was going to ask you how you're handling this, but your whole life has been a self-imposed quarantine. You always distanced yourself. And she goes, oh, that's what your brother said. I go, well, there you go. She got all flabbergasted about it. I go, well, that just proves our point, right? We all thought the same thing. All right. So these are like, I don't call these done yet. They're kind of waiting there for me to maybe get inspired to do something else to them. But I think it's a good start. And then all we have to do is cut a piece of that and glue it to the back. And we're all set with our postcards. See, not difficult at all. I might even have Popo do a demonstration for us. That's a what? Oh, that ad. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that book. Oh, my goodness. $33. I forget what I paid for mine. Well, I got mine at a, where did I get mine? I think it was at a library book sale or something. I think. But I don't think I paid more than $10 for mine. Yeah, more stuff. I think that book though is next door. I don't think it's here. Oh, here's an extra one. I haven't written the letter yet. This is just faking it. Wow. Oh, I gotta clean my eyes. They're watering. Oh dear. So, what do you guys want to do? I'm done gluing. I'm burnt out on gluing. At least these. I don't feel like gluing these anymore. Well, because I'd have to go through the trouble of cutting all my backs because I don't have any hard hard stuff to glue it onto right now. Oh, I do. I do have a couple of these still that I could use to glue on. Oh, who else is here that's lurking? Is Betty here lurking? She never shows her stuff until we say goodbye. Shelly's here. Who else? Miss Shelly's here. Yay. Okay, what else are we going to do, guys? I'm drinking my hibiscus tea. You just now? How long have I been here? I've been on for an hour now. Patricia's here. Lona is here. She is a lurker. We love the lurkers, especially when they come out. Gina from Texas. Now, am I getting my stories confused? Wasn't there an earthquake just a couple of days ago down in Texas? Or am I getting all my stories messed up in my head? For some reason, I thought there was. Yeah, come out wherever you are, even if it's Texas. We know you're there. Uh-oh, Miss Girly Girl. She's telling you. She's laughing at you guys. I mean, she's laughing with you guys, not at you guys, with you guys. Well, I don't know if you were with me. When was that? Yesterday or the day before? When I opened up my Happy Mail from Hawaii. I just want you to know, I think it's been 24 hours. There is a empty bag next door where there used to be filled to the top with macadamia nuts, and ask me how they tasted. Well, I can't answer you because my husband ate them all. Oh, about a week ago. Oh, I am so used to earthquakes. They don't faze me. I think in one way I've been kind of fortunate. I lived in places where they have all kind of catastrophes. Here they have tornadoes, they have hail, they have ice storms. And then when the fracking was going on, we were having all those earthquakes. The fracking stopped in Oklahoma, and we haven't had any earthquakes over here so far. California, we had the earthquakes and we had the fires. Hey, Carla. And then we had the fires. Then I used to live up in Chicago, and it was the fierce. When we lived in Hawaii, you have the hurricanes, the flash floods, and the volcano, and along with that, earthquakes. So, not too much phases me. I know. When that fracking was going on, we were having earthquakes here practically every day. And I mean, sizable ones. I mean, where things shook and the dogs looked at me like, gulp, what was that? They weren't just like little ones that you couldn't, like tremors that you couldn't feel. These were like, you can feel them. Okay, so what other weather have we been through? Let me see. That's about it. What else is there? Oh, and they had tsunamis, you know, right in the middle of the ocean. There's tsunamis out there. I think that's it. You don't know why you're so awake? Oh, well, let me talk a little bit more and I'll put you to sleep. Don't worry about it. We had a 3 year. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It'll do that. The day that we left Hawaii, or the night, well, early morning, whatever you want to call it. Um, they had one of the biggest earthquakes on the island that we lived on. Um, since they've been keeping records. It was so powerful that um the airport was temporarily closed down because they had to check all the runways for cracks and things like that before they'd allow the planes to go. And we were going to be leaving at 9 o'clock that morning. Everything was packed. You don't, I mean, those of you that have had to, move across the ocean, logistically, it is a nightmare to coordinate everything, get your vehicles going, if you have pets and animals, to get all their paperwork, and they're only worth a certain amount of time, and get your tickets. And then we lived on one island, so you had to get all your stuff over to Oahu, or to the main island. And then once there, you can't miss that connecting flight. And then you got to get blah, 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 blah. So there we are, shaken from the earthquake, first of all, out of dead sleep. And then thinking of everything else that could go wrong on our timetable. Oh, talk about a nightmare. It was a nightmare. But anyway, we got out of there. What are we going to do? That was an experience. That was. I told my husband, I keep telling him, I wish he'd write these little stories of all the stuff that we've been through. He's a good writer. But he's not interested in that kind of stuff. He's more into, I don't even know what you want to call it. Um he analyzes things. He's an analyzer. He's not one to write, stories and stuff. He's more into, he's just analytical. That's it. That's all he is. That's it. So that ain't gonna happen. And you know me, I can't sit and write because it drives me nuts. It's gonna drive me crazy just writing a postcard. Notice how short mine was. Oh, Kathy, you missed another story. Oh my goodness, I know. Too bad. No, it was just an earthquake moving disaster. But, we're here, we're alive. It was a long time ago. That was like, what, 12 years ago when we left, I think. Oh, look how cute. Okay, guys, is there anything you want me to do? I don't know what to do. I finished my little postcards, and now I'm just like rambling. I don't have any show and tell to show you. I showed you my Hawaii stuff the other day. I showed you my books that were basing this little New adventure we're going to go on with our postcards and our letters. What else? Sharon, you're so funny. I found them. That's it. I'll tell you where they are when I get home. And then what happens? You get lost at sea. You never get to tell her where they were. And the story continues. That's what's going to happen. I can see it already. That's right. Don't be messing because the universe is going to do something to you. Because remember, this is a age-old question and she needs the answer. And so don't start getting funny. Those hummingbirds are going to come and get you. Oh, no. See? So are the butterflies. You and the butterflies have something in common. I was telling my husband about the story, and he's looking at me like, say, what? And as I'm telling him the story, I said, oh, you know what I just thought of? And he goes, oh, no, now what? Stop and think. Everywhere you see butterflies, you see hummingbirds. Why? Because they eat the same food. They like the same flowers. They're always in the, like when you buy your little flowers, it'll say attracts hummingbirds and butterflies. Coincidence? I don't know. So, so I'm telling him this stuff and he's going, oh my gosh. And he can't tell me you need a hobby. Hello, I've got several. Are you making an envelope journal for your postcards? We're not sure yet. It's evolving. I'm trying to follow. Okay, see, I have them right here. We'll do some more show and tell for individuals that didn't get to enjoy the previous show and tell. I don't mind talking about my new project because the more I talk about it, the more revelations become clear to me, especially their eating habits and what that means. I'm not too sure if I want to share that with you guys yet. Anyway, for instance, now these are all my ideas are based on Nick Bantock's ideas. They're not mine. I'm just kind of trying to tweak his ideas to make it kind of our own. But one thing that he did, which I don't like the binding on this. This is my only complaint about this is I hate this kind of binding because nothing lays flat. And when you're dealing with these envelopes, they need to lay flat or else they do that. See, it just buckles and looks stupid. And I hate it. I hate it. I'm almost tempted to tear this thing apart and rebind it the way I want it, which that's not a bad idea now that I say it out loud. Anyway, but I digress. So he has the envelopes in here and la-di-da, la-di-da. And I wouldn't mind doing that, but I don't like the binding technique. I would want it to lay flat. So I don't like this at all. The binding. I love the journal. Don't like the binding. So I definitely don't want to do that. I've already said that 10 times. I know. That's okay. I'm just rambling. Okay, so that is idea number one that we will not do. And and then in his other book, this one here, in case you're not familiar with it, in this one, which is a better idea. I still don't think it's the best idea, but it's a better idea, where he has what they've done here is they've put the one side of the postcard, the decorative side here, and then the written part on the other side, or vice versa. It's over here. I forget how they. Oh yeah. So that's how they do that. So you can see both sides. And then for the letters, this is the front of this envelope, and then that's of course the back, and then the letters are inside. So that's one way of doing it, which for our purposes may not be necessarily the best way because, we're going to have artwork on both sides and everything. And we don't need to be making copies, and this will have the real thing. So, not sure what we're going to do, but the one I'm leaning toward is this one where it looks like a book. Whoops, sorry. It looks like a normal little book, but it opens up to this, and then you can house the postcards here. He has a little book here, but here you could have something that ties, and you could put the letters in here, or you could create a little book with the letters, but with a different kind of binding, and put that over here. So there's still a lot of ideas and different ways to do it. And I think with the group, what I'm just going to do is I'm going to show them the various ways that they can make theirs. And, I'm not going to dictate which way they're going to do it, but at least give them some options of how to do it. And obviously, I think the easiest one is to make a little box. And then again, maybe making the actual box itself isn't that easy. But yeah, it is. It's easy. I could show you guys how to make this. And then we could put our stuff in there somehow. Probably be better if the letters were here and then we had a little pouch of some kind where we put the postcards over here. That way the letters can just sit there moving. And then the postcards over here. Something like that. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm not sure what we're going to do. And then this one, how does this, forget how he has this one. Oh, these are just photographs of his work, his mail art. And so some of you ladies that, are collectors of things because you like it, I think that'd be a good opportunity to put them on some of these cards, like some of the ephemera you guys get. If it's old enough, just make copies and put it on the front of the cards. And what I'm also going to suggest is that when you make one to mail, I would make one for myself. Either identical to it or similar to it, or if you have a good copy, have a good printer, make a copy of both sides and then maybe glue them together or sew them together so that you have your original art too. And that way you can maybe have two boxes, one that you receive from others and the ones that you've written yourself. But you got some really nice ledger papers and covers to old magazines and books and stuff that you can be incorporating, and I think they would look really, really cool. Oh, I wasn't looking. yeah, Michelle. Let me tell you what I really think. I was holding back a little bit. You bought an aliens box maker in a sale. I didn't know she had box makers. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I mean, I knew what the word was. I just never heard of them before. Is it like a template or what is it? Oh, yeah, she has been part of the Departed for quite a while, right? Oh, you guys are still trying to catch the hummingbirds. Well, if you guys have ever had a hummingbird feeder and you saw what one hummingbird does to another, it's not a pretty sight. They're no longer that cute anymore. They are beasts. It's like folder board. Oh, what do you know? Okay, next question. Because I have no idea what we're doing. Next question. I have these. I got these at a sale. I think it was a live sale, but it's been a while. And I absolutely love them. I use them all the time. You know, sometimes you have stuff, you never use them. I use these all the time. And all of these are stamps um, that depict some kind of postage. Is this cool or what? So all of my little postcards are going to have a bunch of little stamps on them. I say my postcard. I don't do swaps. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just like to facilitate swaps. I honestly don't get into swaps myself. I like to be spontaneous, and swaps don't allow you to be spontaneous. They got to get out by the 1st. They got to get out by the 15th. The pressure. A box like this. Yes, it would. Like a little suitcase. Yeah, I'm just an enabler. That's about it. With stamps of the travel. Oh, that's good. See, Sharon, you said you didn't have no ideas. You got plenty of ideas. How cute is that? And and if you're not adventurous enough to make stuff like that, because some people are intimidated by making things, if we just found a cigar box, that would be really cool. Um, because a lot of people do just, in the old days when everybody had a cigar box in the family, that's where they threw their like the ephemera that we referred to today. They threw all their stuff in there. That was like the little junk box, and it was just filled with like little treasures. Because that would be another consideration. And then these are stamps too. I forget what that's to. What does that say? Oh, it must be some island because I see it has a palm tree. And this one has the Eiffel Tower. What's this? Um, I can't even see what that is. I think it looks like a heart. Another Eiffel Tower. And I really love these. These are fleur-de-lis, but I like stamping them all over the place. I think I have it on one of these, actually. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Maybe I put it somewhere else. Oh, there it is. That's what that stamp is. That one right there. Bing! Ooh, pencil boxes. I'd forgotten about pencil boxes. That would be cool. Oh, and look what I found. I've never used this. You ladies tell me if you've ever used this before. This is adhesive magnetic tape. I've never used it. I've never seen it. You have one in the basement. You need to run down there and get that thing and get it all cleaned up so you can start playing. with the postcards. Whoa. Man, good thing I don't have a pacemaker. I think. All right. I don't know how this works. If it magnetizes toward itself or you need metal. You know how magnets, if you go back to back? I don't know how this works. Ow! Ow! Okay, don't do that. It does not lift like normal tape. It goes underneath your nail and it's an owie, that's for sure. Okay, so that. All right, so now I'm a little confused. Well, that's not doing nothing. Maybe it's the wrong metal. I don't know. What am I doing wrong? Maybe it only sticks to itself. Oh! Oh my goodness! All right. You know how when you're trying to make closures and you've got those big old bulky, metal things, magnets, you don't need them anymore. Maria, good morning. Look, you don't need that stuff no more. You don't need no stinking. Okay, which way? But if, wait a minute. Okay, this is where it starts to give me a headache. So if it, wait. See, my dyslexia now is just going to go crazy because I'm going to think of everything backwards. Okay, so if I put that there, that needs to be like that. But I'm going to have to try it. Now, how am I going to cover all this up? I wonder if I can just put paper over it. We're going to find out together. Whoops, that doesn't go there. That goes way down here. And of course, I didn't need something that big. Uh-oh, I did something wrong. Now it's not closing. What did I do? Well, it worked that way. Oh, watch out. See, that works really good like that. Why isn't it working when it's glued down somewhere? Oh, yeah, it does work. Voila! And now I got to see if I put, because I don't like that black stuff. Now I have to see if I cover that up with something, if it still works. Because that's pretty yucky. Okay, if we put that there, and we put that there, does it still work? It does. Not as strong, but I mean, it isn't like you're gonna, you need it to hold water or anything. It's just for it to shut. Holy moly! How come I didn't know about this stuff? Yeah, it sticks. Things don't fall out. It doesn't open. Ha! Very good. So you could put it behind. Oh, but I don't know how you glue it behind because it's the other way around. Okay, never mind. It's going to give me a headache. I don't want to think about it. But it works. That's all I care about. It does work. So this would be pretty cool in the journals because it's totally flat. No bulk. Yeah, it did hold. I was kind of surprised. It passed the test. Yep. Okay, next. Next. I am going to drink my soda. I mean my tea. So, if you're interested, this is it. I don't even know what the brand name is. Go Create? I don't know. Where did I get this? I mean, I haven't been anywhere, and I just got this. I must have. It must have been at Walmart because the only place I can go grocery shopping where I live, there are no grocery stores except for Walmart supercenters. So I must have been to Walmart, and it was a supercenter. And of course, you have to pass by everything in the store. And yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that this was at Walmart. And that's 26 feet. Oh, have you ever done? Yes, ma'am. It's one of my favorites, Carla. Yes, sirree. I love doing that. I haven't done it since last summer, um, but I really like how it came out. I did another batch actually. Okay, you guys, some of you saw the other day. I did. Okay, what was it I did? I did the indigo one. I love how the indigo ones came out. And I did the cochineal. I love how those came out. And then I did the avocado with the black tea. I liked how it came out, but you can't hardly see any of the avocado. Either I didn't put enough or the tea overwhelmed the avocado. But either way, it came out pretty. It just did not come out the way I thought it was going to come out. So then yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah. Yesterday, I thought, aha, let's do the old combo of something different. So I did the cochineal again, but I put the black tea in there and it toned it down. So let me go show you what the toned down one looks like with the black tea. And see if you guys can see the difference. It's a subtle difference, but I can see the difference and it makes me happy. Now, this was the one without the tea. Those. That was just the straight cochineal. Cochineal. I think it's called cochineal. I think I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. Anyway, so you can see that color, right? Okay. Oh, hey, almost that color. And then when I added the tea, voila, there is a big difference. I think there is anyway. You can see the influence of the tea in it. And I like how it came out. But But you know me, I like them all. I don't have any favorites because I love these. Woohoo! I love those. And then the indigo ones. So let's see. I have seen them. Do you have access to prickly pear? Carla, where are you? Where are you, Carla? Carla fell asleep. But anyway, so that is that batch. And unfortunately, I can never really replicate the colors because I don't measure anything. I approximate it all. But I like how these came out too. So I'll be putting those kits together soon. And then there's some more from the same boil. Cards. Can you tell this is my favorite thing to do? Oh, look how the letters came out. I on purpose I put a couple of envelopes. I thought, ooh, I might want to use these. Here I'm getting all excited about the swap that I don't get involved in, right? But wow, these would look cool to send the letters because she's probably at some mysterious island where she's heard that maybe that's where they're sleeping. And these are the leaves that, you know, come from that place. I'm thinking. Anyway, that's that. Next. Oh, when you lived in Texas. The reason I ask is because that pear, um, I don't have any access to it where I live, but I have read that it does a beautiful dye. So anybody that lives close to them and is at all interested in, dyeing stuff, that is supposed to be gorgeous. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I've had the jelly. That's really good. Oh, that's right. Keisha's tomorrow. That's a good question, Kathy. I was assuming that it was the fruit, but that's a good question. I read about it about a year ago or so. Um, there's this lady in where does she live? I think she lives in Arizona, and she uses it a lot to dye fabric, and it's really beautiful colors. Brenda. Um, huh? What does that mean, Aaron? I don't get it. Oh, I'm supposed to know. Sorry. Burst the bubble. I don't know everything. Surprise, surprise. Hey, you're the trivia expert, not me. You can ask me 100 questions. I wouldn't have any answers. And that's what, where is that little box? That's what was that game. I think these are the cards we used when we played that crazy game. Oh, look, see what this is? It's totally stained. That's from when that bird was flying in my in my studio, pooping all over the place last summer. I wiped that down so many times. It is stained. Stained. Oh yeah, this was the cards we use. I mean, I have a bunch of these already made up too. See, I'm ready to go. I can swap with anybody. All I gotta do is cover up the backs and make these butterfly and hummingbird appropriate, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready for the whole year. I don't have to do that. Maybe I can join. I don't have to do nothing but write something in the back. You guys have seen my hedgehog, right? My little stamp I made. Isn't he cute? Oh, that's the best part, is the nopales. Oh my goodness. If you live in an area where that cactus grows and you got anybody from Mexico or South America, it's all out war. Who's going to get to it? See what they're doing. This is what happens. Watch, 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 watch. Here is the nopal, right? And they do the drive-bys. Oh, it's not ready yet. And then the nopal's about that big. They do a drive-by. Oh, it's not ready yet. And then they do a drive-by. Oh, not ready yet. And then they do a drive-by. It's gone. Somebody already took it. It's like, what happened to my nopales? I had plans for them. They took my stinking nopales. What am I going to do now? Oh, dear. Okay, so I've got, well, we're not going to use a chicken. That's just not going to work. The hummingbirds do not like chickens. They don't like competition. That can be used. That one can be, see, I like that stamp. I told you I like that stamp. Okay, I think that might be all that I have already made. And, oh, wait. Oh, Sandra, you're making me hungry. I have the chorizo and the eggs in my refrigerator, and I have the they're not fresh, but you know the nopales you can get in the jar, which to me and a pinch are just as good. I mean, they're a little overcooked for me, but I like it to be a little crispy, and they're not no, they're not anymore. They're just fully cooked, but they're still good. They still have the same nutrition. Oh, my mouth is starting to water. Now what am I going to do? Ugh, you can't like just go run to the store and buy some nopales. I mean, we're under quarantine. I'm going to have to make a nopale run. Oh, no. It's all your fault, Sandra. I know. Where's my crackers when I need them? Oh, wait. Oh, I got something better than my crackers. Hold on. I forgot. I'm glad you guys mentioned it. I got my Hawaii stash that I got yesterday from my friend in Hawaii. And she sent me the Royal Cream crackers. Woo! Mmm. And these are good too. I can't eat them though in front of you because they're really kind of noisy. They're really crispy. So, but they're yummy. All right, so now I think that's all I have that I can like write that I can use for the swap. I think I'm set. I'm ready to take it on. Oh, look at my Bullwinkle. Isn't he cute? What's a cream cracker? You have not lived until you've had a cream cracker. It is Royal Hawaiian. Royal cream crackers, original Hawaiian. They're Hawaiian. What can I tell you? It's a cream cracker. It's a cracker. You can eat it with savory meals, or hold on. Oh, where'd it go? I lost my stuff. Oh no. Oh, here it is. Or you could put a bit of your guava jam on the cracker. It's all up to you. So you can have this with some miso soup and kind of dunk that in with your miso soup, or you can kind of dunk it in with your guava jam because it kind of goes either way. It's not salty and it's not really sweet, but it's creamy. But it's hard. It's a cracker. I just might have to show you a little more intimately. See, it's a cracker. It's a cracker. Did you get Jennifer? Listen to this story. This is really like okay. Debbie is a very good friend of mine. She's the one that sent me all this. And she tells me it's coming in the mail, and listen to the story now. She goes, "Now I was going to send you the macadamia nuts with the chocolate, but because Richard can't have sweets, I decided to send the plain ones." I'm going, "Excuse me, but I thought I was your friend and I can eat chocolate." No one said you had to be thinking about my husband. Then, so I got the macadamia, the plain ones, and I go and show them to my husband. Oh, look, Debbie sent these. Oh, that's nice, So I put them there. I went to go get some today. The bag is empty. He ate them all. Granted, it took him 24 hours to do it, but he ate them all. So not only I didn't get the chocolate covered ones, I didn't get the plain ones either. So yeah. So there goes that one. Okay, let's see if this opens. Ooh, can you smell that? It looks kind of nasty, but it tastes really good. And see, this is what you do. So you get this. I can do that because I'm the only one that lives in my studio. I can even double dip because nobody else can eat this. My husband can't eat this. Ooh. Okay, listen. Ow. That was, yeah, it's pretty crunchy. I know. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Fight with him over the macadamia nuts? That's unreal. And then she sent us some Kona coffee. I told him, don't drink all the coffee. That's several potfuls we can make with that Kona coffee. I mean, yeah. Yeah, they do have the paste. I haven't ever eaten that. I don't know what it tastes like. It's probably good. Now you got me started eating this now. Okay. I was gonna say I better stop, but I still have half a cookie, so I have to keep going. Don't want to be wasteful. It takes a while to chew too because they're crunchy. Okay. You like guava paste sliced in turkey sandwiches? Hmm. You got that one right, Jennifer. Oh, that was too much. All right. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Time to get all this stuff out of the way. So between my guava and chocolate covered macadamia nuts and my nopales, I wonder which one I like the best. I wonder which I like the best. So when I go on the adventure looking for where the hummingbirds and the butterflies sleep, which one of those three am I going to take with me? I think that will have to be answered later. It's an excellent dye. It's called blackberries. We have the guy that lives on the other side of the alley behind us. He has along his fence these blackberry bushes, and those birds are always eating those fruit. And I bet you anything, I got a scientist to get something off there. And go, oh, that's like boysenberry, black boysenberry. Okay, so I'm ready. When's this thing going to begin? I have all the stuff already. I just need the storyline. Ooh, guava juice is good. Guava juice, guava juice, and the lily koi is really tasty. The passion fruit is really good, Aaron, you don't know what the storyline is for? Oh my goodness. Where have you been? With everything that's going on, it's really hard for the ladies to get out and do their swaps, because they have to go to the post office, which a lot of them can't do anymore. And even if they could, they shouldn't be. And, the weighing of the stuff and all that. So I thought, well, we need to start a new little swap, because the ladies in that one particular group that I have, they're just like, swap crazy people. That's all they ever want to do. So we're starting a new swap, and it has a story behind it. And the actual things that we're going to be swapping is either a postcard that we make, or an envelope with a letter. Woohoo! One or the other. It'll be a different one at a different time of the month. We'll do 2 a month. So on the 1st, let's just say on the 1st is going to be the postcard, and on the 15th, it's going to be the letter. And what these postcards and letters and correspondence, it was all inspired by Nick Bantock. Those of you that know him, a lot of them have already mentioned they know who he is. And anyway, he's written several books, many, 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 many books. But most people know him from the Griffin and Sabine. I don't know if it was a trilogy or more were made, because obviously he said, hey, this is pretty good. I can make money off of this. So he made more than that. But anyway, it's basically mail art with a story behind it. And so based on that format, we are going to be doing our own, and it's called Where the Hummingbirds and Butterflies Sleep. That's the title. I know it's kind of long, but who cares? I made it up. And so I wrote up, so I wouldn't forget what my own story was. I'll read it to you. I'll read the story. I will read the story to you. Serafina was always the studious and serious one of the 2 siblings. If she could not explain it from a logical point of view, she would dismiss it as foolishness. But that would soon be tested. Lyra, Serafina's sister, was the dreamer of the family. She dreamed of far away places and discovering the secrets and mysteries of life. But in the late 1800s, polio had other plans for Lyra. At the age of 16, she was confined to a wheelchair, unable to follow her dreams. Her melancholy saddened Serafina, so much so that she told Lyra she would search for the answer to the question that troubled her the most: where do the hummingbirds and butterflies sleep? So began Serafina's ethereal journey of places and people and self-discovery. And so that is going to be the premise of our swap. And she's going to go off looking for the answer to where the hummingbirds and the butterflies sleep. And in her journey, that it takes her everywhere, she's going to be sending postcards or letters to Lyra, and Lyra to Serafina. And that's what our swaps are going to be. So that's, in a nutshell, what we're doing. Ta-da! And so what we're going to do is we'll send, like I said, we'll do it on the 1st and the 15th. And for a while, that's the only swap we're going to do, because all you need is a stamp. So it's really super easy. You don't have to go out and do nothing. And that'll be it. And I am having strict rules. And if anybody breaks the rules, I might have to go and get them once this is all lifted. The postcard has to be mailed as a postcard. None of this, make a postcard, put an envelope, and fill it in with a bunch of junk. No. Postcards are meant to be sent as a postcard. Period. Letter. No junk in the letter. There's only going to be one page in the letter. It's going to be handwritten, and that's it. No other junk, no happy mail, no foolishness. Because then again, you're going to have to go weigh it. The whole point is that we put one stamp. So I'm just going to be like really a slave driver on those two issues. Mail that darn postcard like you're supposed to, and only put a letter in the letter. Okay? Real simple, but people are going to mess up and do what they want anyway. But those are my rules. Exactly, Aaron. I mean, it's almost become like a contest of, you know, who has bigger happy mails. It's almost become a guy thing. I think my happy mail is bigger than yours. No, I think mine's bigger than yours. Forget it. Send the darn postcard, send the letter. That's it. Have your creativity, all your energy put into the creativity of the decorating of your envelope, the decorating of your postcard, in your art, not of the stuff that you can go buy at the store and throw in and forget that. That's not what we're doing. So there you go. I'm not allowing extras. I'm not going to allow it. I'm going to tell them, if you have extras in there, I'm going to consider your swap incomplete. And they already know what I do with people that incomplete swaps. They can't swap no more. So if you don't follow directions of keeping it simple and plain, incomplete, next. I know I'm going to be bad. They're going to hate me because I'm usually kind of laid back about all this. No, this is serious times. Serious times requires serious actions. That's all I can say. Okay, let me read. Okay. No, exactly. No extras. Can you put the story? Yeah, Maria. I know you're in my other group. Wait, which group are you in? Are you in my never mind. I'll just stick you in there. It's the what's the name of my group? I forgot the name of my group. Trashy and flowish junk journals. That group. That's where this is going to be going on. So let me see. Let me find the link for let me see if I can do that. Maybe somebody else. Maybe Erin can do that. Oh, Erin, are you in my group? I don't think you are. Hold on. I'm just talking to myself. Let me see if I don't lose you guys. Let me see if I can find the link. Now, if Darla was here, hold on. Ooh, I'm already over here. Whoa, hello. Okay, here we go. Copy. Now let's see if it lets me put it in there. Hey, how come it's saying it has a problem? Come on, get out of here. Micro so it's right where I need to type the stuff in, and it's got this little box there that won't go away. It'll go away in a second. I hope it goes away in a second. Oh, come on. Leave. As soon as this box closes, I don't want to click anything because I don't know what'll happen. So I need to let this box close naturally. And I got the link and I'll give it to you guys. But anyway, I think it'll be fun. We're going to start it. Oh, here we go. We're going to start it this coming month in April. We haven't done it yet. And then I did a video. Can you guys see that link? Is it coming through? And then I did another video yesterday that kind of sets this whole thing up. You can check that out. It's up. It's a short video. It's like maybe 10 minutes or so. And it kind of just basically tells you everything I just told you. Uh-oh. Okay. So, and then, okay, so after I was reading this, and I say that in the other video, that after, whoops, let me put that volume down. That after I did all this, I realized what I had done. Because Lyra was the one that, in my mind, she was the dreamer, the doer. Nothing was going to hold her back. She, her whole life was ahead of her. And then she struck him with polio and she's stuck in the wheelchair, right? And then I thought, oh my goodness, I'm projecting. and whether it's true or not, it goes along with the storyline, so I'm sticking with it. It was sort of like Lyra represents all of us. Like, we had our lives, we were working, or we were going to school, or we had hobbies, whatever it was. And now all of a sudden it's like we're in a wheelchair. Everything that we were going to do has been halted and put to a stop, and we're almost like we're paralyzed. And so then Serafina is now going to do all those things for her so she can have joy again. And so then I figured Serafina represents our art. Through our art, we can still do a lot of things and go places. And even if it's through our art, or whether we read, whatever form of art we do, Serafina is our art and Lyra is us, being paralyzed. So whether that was my intent subliminally, I don't know. Probably not. But after I wrote that all out, I thought, let's just go with that. It sounds pretty good. So I'm sticking to that story too. Oh no, Aaron smells? Poor thing. Anyway, so we're going to what is the date today anyway? I mean, I know when I should say Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday's the 1st. Okay, so I already put up the video that kind of explains what I just explained to you guys. And then I'm going to do another video to show a real quick one for those that have never done postcards and stuff like that. I'll show them the ones that I've already started, and I'll do a real short video of how to make one. And then I'll read the riot act to them about what they cannot do. Know this, know that, period. And that'll be another little short video. And then they'll all be ready for the 1st, because I'll post it in the group on the 1st, the swap. And usually I let the swap, if you aren't already in my group, usually what I do is I let the swap up there for maybe about 48 hours, and then I close it, and then I give everybody their partners and stuff like that. And I think that this is a good opportunity too to swap internationally, because it's very expensive to do it when you're sending bulky stuff. It costs a lot of money. But I think almost anybody can afford to send a letter or to send a postcard internationally. And it doesn't have to be all the time. And you can pick and choose. You don't have to do this every month. It's just, whenever you want to do it. But, I think it could be kind of addictive. And I'm going to give prompts every time so that we what's going on. Like the first one, it may not be the first one, but an example here, just as an example. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Well, I don't know where my card went. Oh, here it is. So this is an example, because some will say, oh, I don't know what to write. It's too hard to write. And I know it's frustrating. I feel the same way most of the time. So I'm going to give sort of like a prompt for that particular, whether it's the letter or the postcard, so that all of us that are receiving the letters and postcards during that particular month, they're going to be about the same subject, so that when we put them all together, it'll be cohesive. So, like for this one, I thought Corsica, because I looked up different countries and places that maybe aren't around now, but they were around during the 1800s. So I picked Corsica, and so the prompt would be she's she went to Corsica. So now she's going to write to Lyra about the fact that she's in Corsica. So what I real simple, I just wrote here, the information received from Dr. Jenkins has brought me to Corsica. I will let you know what I find. Serafina. See, short, sweet, but it continues the dialogue and the correspondence. So that's how we're going to do it. That is how we're going to do it. Uh-huh, uh-huh. That's right. Stamp it, mail it. Out of here. Sandra goes, it sounds like homework. What are you talking about? I'm practically doing the whole thing for you. All you got to do is lick the stamp. Oh my gosh, these people. And she wants nopales. I don't understand people sometimes. I know. She wants me to lick the stamp for her too. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I just realized what time it is. I think I need to go to bed. I have a lot of boiling to do tomorrow. Um, she meant like a stamped image of a postcard. Huh? No, Sandra, listen to me. That's supposed to make it easier because you make the postcard and then you go, oh no, what do I write down? What do I say? I don't know what to do. What's it all about? Alfie, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm making it easier. I give you a word. You find a way to put that into a sentence. And now you know what to write. Something about Corsica. Who knows what? Something. You could say, oh, went to Corsica. They don't even know what a butterfly is in Corsica. I'm leaving tomorrow. Good night, Debbie. Sandra. That's what I mean. Well, just have a lot to say, around that one word, and everybody's happy. Happy camper. Happy camper. And then it was so weird. I was telling the ladies at the very beginning, if you weren't here, my husband brought me the mail, and look what I got in the mail. A postcard with a hummingbird. Now, she mailed this days ago. She had no idea that I was doing any of this. All right. And so she's saying, be smart, make art. Isn't that cute? It's not homework. Be quiet, Sandra. You know, my cousin's name is Sandra. She's kind of blonde, though. Valerie can't make this. Isn't this cute? Okay, I'm going to tell you before I leave, because I have to leave. It's almost 2:00 here. No, yeah, it's almost 2. My cousin Sandra. I'm going to tell you a story of my cousin Sandra, and then you be the judge if she's blonde or not. Okay, she's the type, I don't know what, this is years ago. This is when she was probably like about 18, 19. And she was very meticulous about her clothes. All of her, her sister, Donna, she couldn't care less. She could take something out of the dryer and put it on, and she didn't care. Sandra, on the other hand, she needed to have everything pressed and ironed and crisp and clean looking, and that's how she was. So one day she was getting dressed, and she did her ironing and everything, and then she put her blouse on, and for whatever, however reason, I don't know how or what, there was a crease on the front of her blouse that she just wasn't having it, it needed to be pressed out. So I guess she was in a hurry or she was lazy or both. I don't know what. But she got the iron with the steamer and she put it on the front of her blouse while she had it on, and she went, "Psst." You know what happened next? Her whole breast was burnt from the steam. I mean, so much so she had to go to the doctor. So I guess, what's the moral of the story? Let's come up with one. Let's see. Don't press your breasts. I don't know. But she's blonde. That's about as blonde as you can get. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I don't think you too many people personally know anybody more blonde than that. No, I'm not going blonde. No time soon am I going blonde. It's just not going to happen. Anyway, so okay, that's my story. I left you with a story. I don't want to hear any complaints. And I guess there's sales tomorrow. I don't think you're going to be seeing me at the sales. I'm sailed out. I don't have any sales left. I lowered my sales. I'm not moving in that direction. Oh, what else? Let's see. Carla. Oh, I guess you're a real blonde. You only have one nipple. Oh dear. Okay then. So I'm gonna see you guys when I see you. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of boiling tomorrow with some new colors. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use for my dye tomorrow. I might surprise myself, but I'm gonna have fun doing some new colors. And I haven't had time to put any of those kits in my Etsy shop. They'll eventually get there. I've had people contact me. I think most of them are sold anyway. But if I have any left, then I'll be putting them in the shop in the future, whenever that'll be. I don't know. All right, ladies, thank you again. I had fun as always. You make me laugh, and thank you for the opportunity to share my stupid stories with you. They're mostly stupid. All right, whoops. Oh, and allowing me to eat my guava jam, jamming it with you guys. All right, see you guys somewhere soon, I'm sure. Good night.